Well, virtual reality was the star of the show this week at the Electronic Entertainment Expo in Los Angeles.
That's right, and CNET editor Dan Ackerman was there checking out all the new gaming toys, and he joins us now. So tell us what you saw.
You know, this is a big year for virtual reality. We've heard about it for a few years now, but now everybody's got their hardware there. You can put the headsets on. Oculus is a big one owned by Facebook. Morpheus from Sony is going to plug into your PlayStation 4. That seems like the most consumer-friendly version because you don't need to buy a lot of extra stuff. Just works with the console you have. And Microsoft has their HoloLens. That's augmented reality. So you still see the real, we see each other, but then just 3D objects sort of inserted like in our field of view.
So my husband just installed one of these speakers that doesn't make any noise, but it shakes the couch. It gives us kind of a virtual reality when you're watching a movie. Did you try out this this virtual reality stuff? I mean, how did it make you feel?
I spent a bunch of time with a couple of these headsets on, including one of them where I'm walking around in a cave. It feels very immersive, realistic. Then these giant
really
spiders.
Feel like you're in a cave?
You really do, especially if you're driving in a car or something like that. You look, you see the guy next to you because you can look left and right.
You mean in virtual reality?
In virtual reality.
You're using this while you're driving a car.
That's the next step. So I'm in this cave. Spiders jump out at me. I go, that's it. I'm out. Get this thing off me. It was too close. It was too real.
So do you think that this is something you've been to a lot of these expos? Do you think that this is something that will appeal to consumers as they develop the project even more?
Having gone to this particular game show for 15 years now, I got to say it's very obvious this is where it's going in the future. It's not quite there yet.
Because you can't see people walking around with a big thing on their heads.
And also, there's a lot of inner ear problems you still have to sort of solve. You kind of feel a little woozy after, or you have trouble kind of keeping your balance.
Even about watching the movie with that thing, it made me have motion sickness afterwards. And combine that with the 3D glasses that you have to wear. It's not okay. I mean,
just
for
like a lot of people, couldn't
stuff.
get used to 3D TV. A lot of people are not going to be able to get used to this. That said, everybody's investing in it, and when it works really well.
All right, let me ask you about the video games. I'm all about the video games. Star Wars. It looked awesome. I've seen some of the things
I'm shocked how good that looked, actually.
It looked amazing.
I would call photorealistic, and that's one of the few times you can actually say that.
And there were some smaller games, though, that also premiered.
I think the best thing I saw was an indie game made by two brothers in Canada. It's called Cuphead, and it's done in the style of like 1920s Walt Disney cartoons. And it's just so charming, and it's just such a small little personal project. It was just a lot of fun. I like to see creativity like that.
All right, and there it is. Really quirky. Pretty cool. I'm still waiting for Star Wars.
That's right.
Dan Ackerman. Thanks so much, Dan.